Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the Back Garden Yard channel. Today is harvest day at the Back Garden Yard. Of course, every day is just about harvest day, but I'm going through the garden and I'm going to show you just about everything that I'm harvesting today, and we'll take a quick tour. Let's go. And so now I'm standing here in the okra plants, and you can see they're already almost as tall as I am, and they are loaded with okra. Let's pick a few of these. And I've already shown you the cucumbers and peppers, and they're doing great. And then there's going to be the okra. So I'm not going to pick it all right here for the camera, because I know everyone doesn't want to see me just run through the garden and pick it all. One thing I do want to show you is that I've got some July romaine red lettuce growing here. And I mean, look how nice this is. We've had a lot of rain here lately. It's come out. I planted this at the end of June just to see what would happen, see if I could get some summer lettuce. And now we're having a lot of rainy days, and this stuff is, well, actually I could go ahead and start harvesting a few of these leaves. So it's really looking nice. Now here's a few sweet potatoes I planted up here. I've showed these before in videos, but what I want to show you is that even though these cucumber plants are still bearing nicely, there are a couple that I have let go to seed. And I say go to seed because you can see this one is totally yellow. Let's get it out here where you can look at it. And I'm letting it get very mature. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to get seeds from it. And I've got another one over here I'm going to do the same thing to. It's a great big nice one, and these are, I'm letting them just totally ripen so the seeds will mature inside. And then I'm going to do a video shortly on how to collect these seeds, and so I hope people will stay around for that. Make sure you like and subscribe and you will see that. And then of course there are still plenty of cucumbers. As you see, I'm still picking plenty of nice cucumbers out of this patch. Here's another one that's coming. So even though these plants are looking old and tired, they're still making cucumbers. Now in just a minute I'm going to show you my new patch of cucumbers. So that's what's going on so far in the front garden. Now the tomatoes are looking pretty tired. And you can see that I need to get in here and trim them, and maybe I'll do a video on how to trim these, because what you want to do when you trim these is you want to take off some of the old tired leaders, and then you want to let these new ones that are coming up have all the energy from the roots. And they're still making nice ones, and we're going to end up with another nice crop of tomatoes, a nice second crop, and that's what I always like to do. And then I've shown videos on the third crop that I've got coming. And then one more thing we want to look at, and that are the eggplants. And now I've got a very, very nice stand of eggplants growing this year, and here they are. And I'll show you what they're fruiting. Now we had eggplants last night. We picked about a dozen of them, but here's very nice eggplants still hanging out here in the eggplant patch. So you still see they're blooming. They're looking really, really nice. All these pinholes are coming from the black flea beetle that gets on these, and I've dusted them once, but I don't want to dust them right now because they're looking too good. They're growing good, and they don't seem to really be bothered that much by the beetles this time. So over here, this is actually purple perilla, And I don't know if people have seen perilla before. Now this is the green perilla that I grow every year, but my wife was given some purple perilla, and it's a beautiful plant, and you can eat these leaves. You eat it just like you eat this one here. And so anyway, I've got purple perilla growing here, a very nice patch of that. And then over here, here's more of this green perilla. And then over here is a fig tree that is just loaded with figs. You can see them, they are just loaded with figs. So pretty soon we're gonna really be having a lot of figs. We'll probably make fig preserves, even though the sugar's not that good to do, but for people that love figs, man, I've got them right here. Now we also have very, very nice chive patch this year. They're getting just the right amount of rain, and we put a whole bunch of the cow manure on there, and these chives are just really doing. They're really nice to chop them up and add them to potatoes and things for a garnish, and they taste really good, really sweet, but kind of oniony. And these are really nice. And then right here by the chive patch and the okra patch, we have persimmon tree, and it is loaded with fuyu persimmons. These are the sweet persimmons. They won't ripen until late October, but this tree is just loaded with the fuyu persimmons. So I can't wait to eat those. But it'll be October. Now before we get to the back garden, we've got the golden muscadines here, and of course they're nice and green yet. They haven't gotten ripened, but I've got a nice crop of golden muscadines. Now these don't make big bunches like grapes do. They just put a few in amongst the leaves and everything, so a little harder to pick, but they sure are good. All one big plant, and I can see I've got a couple of visitors that I'm gonna have to take out. You can see how he has chewed up the side of that leaf. So if you do nothing with these, they're gonna end up eating up your plant. So I'll have to take care of that bug. But anyway, these are calabash squash. This is actually just one plant, this whole big mass. And they haven't put any on to show you yet, but they will really soon, so I'm excited to see. This is a new kind of calabash. I've never planted this before. Someone gave me the seeds and I'm trying it. Now recently I did a video on planting sweet potatoes, and here they are. I had a 100% survival rate of these that I planted out in that video, and they're looking really nice. And you can see how I've got the soil all mounded up, and so they will make the sweet potatoes down in here. Now what you have to do is when they're running like this here, you're gonna want to keep them up off the ground so they don't put roots down in the ground, and you want all the roots to come below where you originally put them in the ground. And the reason for that is, of course, the roots are the sweet potatoes. So that's what's going on here. Here's a great big late tomato plant that it was a volunteer, and I just let it grow. I think it came from maybe my compost pile. This is all one big tomato plant, and it's putting on tomatoes, so we're just gonna see how it does. And then there's more okra in the back. And then, of course, let's go look at the taro. Now, here's the taro plants, and this taro patch is just taken over. And I won't do anything with it, of course, until probably late September. I'll come out here and dig taro, or maybe even October, and we'll get the roots from the taro, and they're just like potatoes. Eat those all winter. Or the butternut squash. And as you can see, the bees are working really, really nice. And I've got butternut squash hanging down all over this patch. And so I'm really excited for these butternut squash. They're so tasty and good and delicious. So I'm really excited to see how these come out on this trellis. The plants are already to the top of the trellis. I'm just kind of working them down and around, making some really nice butternut squash. And then over here are my pole beans, and I've harvested these actually yesterday, so I'm not going to have anything to show you, but as you can see, they're still running, they're still looking nice, and I'll get another crop or two from the pole beans. And over here I have the pole lima beans, and once again I just picked these, and I don't really have a lot of pole lima beans to show you here because I picked the ones that were mature. Got a very nice. I've actually had so many I put them in the freezer. So I'm looking for all these runners to bloom out again and then make me another crop of pole lima beans. I was hoping maybe I could show you a few more, but anyway, there's pole lima coming up. Then I've got over here are my new cucumber plants, and these are the ones I started for the July garden video. For the summer garden video, these are the ones I started, and you can see they're coming up, and they're going to be doing very nice. When those earlier cucumber plants are gone, these will take their place, and it's back here on the back trellis. So you want to kind of keep things separated so whatever insects are eating those earlier cucumbers won't eat these. And then the last thing I want to show you is this area of the garden that is in the shade. This is where the east is, and as you can see, it's all shaded out. They'll finally get some sun around noon right up here. But you can grow vegetables in a shady area. You just need to plant the right ones. And I'm going to show you what happened here. Was I put some yellow banana peppers here, and I want you to look how nice they are doing. I got a few extra weeds here, but it's okay. And then over here I've got yellow banana peppers ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and get a few of these. These are the sweet yellow bananas. I don't really like the hot ones. And then just to show you, look, I got another one here. So we'll go ahead and take these because you don't want the plants to get too heavy and they'll turn red when they mature. And then over here I've got tomatoes, and these tomatoes are in the shade, and you can see they've gotten so leggy they're up over 6 feet tall, but they put on tomatoes. And the key here is to keep them watered and make sure that you don't over fertilize them because they'll get so leggy. Now they don't look as good as my other tomatoes did, of course, but the flavor and the texture is just the same. They're beautiful. And then another thing here are these bell peppers. These bell peppers are doing great. They're taller than the other bell pepper plants, but they've actually got more fruit on them than the ones that are sitting out there in the full sun. So I just wanted to show y'all how nice these bell pepper plants are doing back here in the shady area of the garden. And then these are some more of the sweet Asian peppers, and they're just loaded with peppers. So you can grow things as long as they get 3 or 4 hours of sunlight, especially if they get that noon sunlight and some of the afternoon sunlight. This area here won't get sunlight until afternoon. And then finally, the other thing I'm growing back here in the shady area is the yellow squash. And these are crookneck squash, and they have really produced. Now I want to show you this plant. I'm picking off of this end, but it runs all the way back to here. And it's gotten down to the ground. It's just about finished, folks. It's just about done, but it is still making me very nice crookneck squash. So delicious and fresh. And then of course this one, let's see, it started, and I just poured some place sand over the base of this one. But here's the base, and you can see, I think it's got some squash bugs in it. But I poured some sand because it's rooting right in here, and that keeps it moving. And it has run all the way around here, all the way up to this pepper plant, and all the way down here. And what a nice crookneck squash. Okay folks, so this is today's harvest. Now I didn't pick all the okra yet, or the peppers that I'm going to pick. I just wanted to show you what I'm out here picking. But there's just plenty still happening in the back garden yard. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And we will be back shortly with a new follow-up video. I'm going to show you how to save seeds from cucumbers and maybe some other things. And so like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, and it'll let you know when I'm going to make another video and it comes out. And we will see you on the next video.